Once upon a time, there were 4 librarians that had a dream. This is the story of that dream.
Hey Paul, what's happening?
Hey Erica, a whole lot has been happening. Thanks for asking. And I'm going to assume you mean with our ILEAD mobile makerspace project because A, you always mean that, and B, what else is there? This past spring and summer, our team Red Hook Makes has been very busy. We've begun our collaborative effort to create a mobile programming hub and makerspace to serve the community of Red Hook, New York by piloting several maker programs. Our team is comprised of Fiona from Bard College's Stevenson Library, Tanya from Red Hook High School Library, and you and I from Red Hook Public Library. Our team's mission is to bring STEAM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math learning to the public and generate excitement for scientific curiosity and literacy.
So how did you come up with this evil plan?
For the past year, the Red Hook Library has been engaging the community to determine its aspirations. We heard repeatedly that some people in town cannot get to where the fun is happening, and their lack of transportation is keeping them isolated. Some kids at the high school, for instance, are free after school with nothing to do. With these concerns in mind, we sent our application to ILEAD to create a mobile makerspace. Our plan has taken new shape over the course of ILEAD. As a step in our early project planning, Red Hook High School librarian and team member all-star Tanya developed a high school makerspace survey that was handed out to more than 600 high school students. The survey revealed an overwhelming demand, as there are hundreds of students who are interested in maker activities and tools. We decided to partner with great community stakeholders, like the high school, to take our show on the road.
What do you want your project to achieve?
World peace. But we figure we'll start slow, by building a team that transcended any specific organization and use our combined resources to create a vibrant mobile platform for STEAM programming to bring resources to those who could not access them otherwise. In doing so, we hope to foster positive relationships with the community and put forth the library as a collaborative entity, a central hub of activity, engagement, and learning. Ultimately, we hope to excite and inspire the creativity, intellectual curiosity, and imagination of the Red Hook community. I gotta go.
Fiona, good to see you. I was just talking to Paul about the Maker project. What do you think about it? Did you succeed?
We're doing well so far. We're meeting the goals we've set for ourselves and making adjustments as we gain experience. In June, we began our mobile programming when Tanya and I launched lunchtime maker projects at the high school library, while Paul brought maker activities to Red Hook Public Library. During our summer reading program, we partnered with Bard College to host maker and science camps, and one of our veteran pages hosted a film camp. In addition to programs at the library and high school, we brought maker activities to the local recreation park, getting kids excited about STEAM learning outside of the classroom.
So what were your biggest successes?
Our biggest success in this process is seeing how the public has reacted and realizing that we have definitely tapped into a need in the community. The STEAM programs have been incredibly successful and have grown with each session. As I mentioned before, Paul and I have led a series of maker programs at the library. We have explored a variety of topics like basic circuitry and robotics through kid-friendly activities like squishy circuits and bristlebots. Other programs included a veggie derby, which delved into the science of the Pinewood Derby, and a spaghetti tower building contest that taught teamwork and introduced concepts like tension and compression. Our last project of the summer was soda bottle boats and subs, where kids learned about buoyancy and hydroplanes. Recently, we've been exploring spaghetti bridge building and recycled windmills, as well as more high-tech projects like makey computer tinkering, Arduino boards, and even more. This project has also been a tremendous opportunity to develop and deepen our relationships across organizations. Our relationship with the Red Hook Rec Park has been bolstered by our success after hosting numerous programs there this summer. We shot soda bottle rockets, built recycled robots, and built boats from recycled materials, among other activities. Bard College continues to be an exceptional ally, providing the library with talented individuals. Aldo, an intern from the Bard Center for Civic Engagement, devised our programs at the Rec Park and led our 3-week maker camp at the library, engaging students in activities like trebuchet building and an introduction to soldering. We also held a 3-week-long science camp for kids and a series of science forums for adults, both led by Bard interns. The library was abuzz with kids swabbing for bacteria and adults discussing topics ranging from GMOs to UFOs. A film camp led by Jesse, Red Hook Public Library's resident video editing expert, resulted in short films with such captivating titles as The Garbage Can That Saved the World. This fall, the Red Hook Public Library and the high school library have begun an after-school maker program at the high school, allowing students to go more in-depth with maker learning than they could in a lunch period.
Well, all that sounds amazing. So what are your biggest challenges?
One of our biggest challenges was the initial scope of our project. We had planned on providing English as a second language classes to seasonal workers, as well as a mobile workforce development training. Another challenge for our project was finding resources and funding for a maker vehicle and related maker tools. At this point, we're borrowing a van and using personal cars to transport our materials, though we're looking into many prospects for resources and funding. With our limited funds, we've been thrifty, relying on economical materials, donated items, and upcycled or recycled goods. These constraints have left us limited in what we can do, but our pilot programs are just the start. This summer, Aldo and Paul showed kids how to build Recyclabots, robots made from cardboard, duct tape, pie tins, DC motors, batteries, alligator clips, computer fans, and various other recycled materials. It was wonderful to see the kids' eyes light up after so much trial and error when their robot, Robbie's head, finally started spinning.
Tanya, where have you been? I've been talking to Fiona and Paul about what's been going on with the Makerspace project. With the benefit of hindsight, what would you change about the original project's concept?
We would have narrowed the scope of the project earlier. We have shifted our focus from the variety of needs we originally sought to address to a much more specific focus on an underserved population, teens at the high school. Otherwise, the project has gone well. We've learned a lot and managed to move more quickly than we originally thought.
Do you think the project can be used by any library anywhere?
Absolutely. It was designed specifically to meet the needs of our rural community, which is limited public transportation. But being mobile and nimble and taking programming to where people congregate is something that any library could do. It really depends on the needs of your community and the resources available.
Do you want libraries to replicate this project, to build on it, or redo it from scratch?
No need to reinvent the wheel. If it makes sense for the community a library serves, they should absolutely replicate this project. We've had a blast, seen lots of new faces, and gotten to widen the scope of what we're offering at each of our libraries. And we've learned a lot. Our project has been as successful as it has in large part because of all the wonderful maker resources that are already out there that we have been able to tap into.
What are the next steps for your project?
We will continue to build on the work we have begun, develop a curriculum for ongoing makerspace activities, learn about or seek training in new technologies, pursue further development of our inventory of maker tools, and work toward getting a vehicle to take our programs even further into the countryside. We will also continue to develop relationships in the community, particularly with organizations in the more far-flung corners of the town.
Hey Paul, good to see you again.
Hey, Erica.
So thinking back on this project, what was one of the top 3 resources that you found?
I would say one of our biggest resources was the team that we assembled, the organizations we represent, and the organizations we collaborated with. Reaching out to like-minded individuals and organizations has been an incredibly freeing and empowering experience.
Cool. Hey Fiona, what do you think one of the top resources was that you used for this project?
As far as top resources go, I think the time we had to work together at ILEAD, as well as the training and expertise we had access to, were crucial components in making our project happen.
Hey Tanya, what was your top resource?
Curiosity and imagination. There is a definite desire for unique, fun, intellectually stimulating STEAM programs. Our curiosity has also been fueled by access to information via the internet, as well as library resources. Books on makerspaces, the maker movement, and STEAM learning gave us more ideas than we knew what to do with. Websites like WebJunction provided us with access to webinars with tips on how to implement maker programs and how to create a mobile makerspace. Websites like Pinterest, sciencebuddies.org, Instructables, and makeitатyourlibrary.org have all been incredibly valuable resources for project ideas.
Sounds awesome. I can't wait to see what's going to happen next.